Maido. Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about too much. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 5th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie franchise owner for Tokyo, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book in Japanese, Zaegyo, is now available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive in business. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentation Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 296. And today we are talking about when is too much in sales. The most common complaint we get from clients about their sales team is that they are too passive. They are great at farming, but not great at hunting, growing the size of the existing business and finding new buyers. It is as if they were working for the buyer and not for our company because they bend over backwards, keep the client happy, maybe too happy, is not an unusual comment. On the other hand, early end of the scale is the American-style hard sell effort, which takes no prisoners, brooks no hesitation, and keeps pushing until a deal gets done. For Japan, that will never fly, so we need something in the middle. Where is the line, though? When is too much too much? Some schools of thought are that you need to push until you get regular resistance because that is the point where you realize you've taken it to the limit for Japan. This whole equation is complex. Ultimately, I believe we need to become the trusted partner of the buyer. When they feel we are working to help them succeed, we are on the right track without forgetting who we are working for and who pays our salary and commissions. In my view, weak salespeople just fold in the face of every client demand, no matter the consequences for their own firm. This is especially painful when it comes to revenues. Many times, these salespeople are earning commissions on what they sell, so you would expect that their own self-interest would dictate that they do not discount too heavily to win the business. Unfortunately, because they don't have skills around explaining the value, they cave and drop the price every time, even though it hurts them financially. Their view is that they would rather have a client gained at a big discount because finding new clients is so much harder. Generally speaking, in Japan, starting low and then trying to elevate the buyer's appetite to pay more for the existing solution doesn't work all that well. Once they get you down to a low price, that then becomes the ceiling, not the floor. For them, no matter how hard you explain, this is a once-in-a-lifetime case, a rarity, an exception, an instance of the planets and the Milky Way aligning once every 1,000 years. They just see that as the ceiling and then try to work you lower. When I was selling solutions from Australia, I had to tell the Aussie suppliers not to go in with their best price in Japan because they would then be on the back foot trying to defend it as they came under assault for more discounts. I used to do a lot of networking at events in the good old days before the pandemic. We might finally be getting back to some of that in Japan, wearing masks and trying to avoid super spreader events. You need a thick skin to use networking as a tool for gaining clients. Foreigners can be brutal. We have a 50-50 split between multinational and domestic clients, so I attend a lot of foreign chamber-sponsored events. I was walking into an event and this guy refused my business card when I offered it because he said he was only there for the information and didn't want to meet anyone. Ouch! At another chamber event, a businessman saw me heading his way and started complaining, "You are always spamming me!" Ouch! At another event, when I caught the attention of a potential client to engage him, the guy he'd been talking to snidely noted, "Here you are, Greg, always stealing people's attention." Ouch! Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Okay, today's show is brought to you by, on the 12th of July, we'll be having our previews. On the 23rd, we'll be doing another in our professional ongoing education series. 27th of July, we'll be doing the Dale Carnegie course. Excellent program. Really covers everything you need from people skills, communication, leadership, stress management, and gaining confidence to do things you're not good at. On the 28th of July, we'll have our high-impact presentations. Excellent presentations program. Main modules over 2 days. Unbelievable progress. Unbelievable coaching. Amazing. Amazing program. You can't miss these programs. They're so powerful. Check out our website, www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. And they're all available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. And don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. What is too much? Whenever people complain that I'm doing too much networking or networking too hard, internally, I have a little smile to myself. Usually the people making these comments are not in sales and have no idea how hard it is to land a new client. I had one of my staff come back from a chamber networking event very upset. They were telling me that someone there was bad-mouthing me. What do you do about this type of thing? My answer to these few critics is simple. I try to explain that as a sales leader, I don't ask my team to do prospecting that I won't do myself. I try to lead from the front as a role model and example. I continue to explain to them. That is why I'm working hard to find new people we can help, because we know what we do can make a difference in improving their businesses. Then I lower the boom. I hit them with the big one. I smash them when I say, wouldn't you want your sales leaders and sales teams making the maximum effort to find new buyers to expand the range of companies you can serve. There's really nowhere to go in response to that argument. If they still say, it's too much, then you can respond with, does that mean your competitors are inactive and you have the market to yourself and you don't have to constantly keep pushing for new business? Very few people can withstand this line of reasoning. Secretly, they are flooded with shame, shortcomings, and guilt because they know their sales team are passive, maybe great farmers, but timid hunters, and they wish their people had more of our grit and determination. What about the damage to the brand? This is a concern. In business, getting a bad reputation is bad anywhere, but in Japan, bad news travels at hyperspeed. Even worse, amongst the multinational company leaders, we foreigners are living in a small village here in Tokyo, and again, you don't want mud being attached to your name. I recall one prominent person here posting a note on LinkedIn asking about the whereabouts of another well-known personality because they owed them money. That kind of stuff takes your breath away and sends a cold shiver up your spine. The reality is the worst that critics, rivals, and the jealous can say about you is that you are aggressive or pushy or unreasonable or annoying. One person saying that is just that one voice. If multiples of people are going around condemning you, then you have a major problem. Frankly, if you operate with integrity and have a passion for helping others' businesses succeed, then these outrageous slings and arrows will bounce off you. I would rather be pushing, striving, working hard than worrying about what nobodies have to say. The people we serve well will know our value and values, and they are the people to refer us and to keep using us. This is the key audience for us, and we shouldn't be shy about trying to grow their number. For salespeople, this Winston Churchill quote is apt. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Also remember, Thomas J. Watson of IBM fame noted, nothing happens until something gets sold. That is our job, to keep the wheels of industry turning by selling solutions which transform people's careers and businesses. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Use it and go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.